You know, not all classics are good. I mean, recently, what, a month ago, there was a live action film adaptation of Woody Woodpecker. And, you know, I stopped liking it when I was 9 because of Hook, Line, and Stinker, and now Universal is thinking, oh, let's make a live action version of our properties. One of our properties, Woody Woodpecker, yes. Originally, Illumination was going to do a live action version of it. You know, Illumination, the folks behind Despicable Me, right? But no, they dropped it in favor of Secret Life of Pets. Wise choice. I'm proud of you. But Universal 1440 Entertainment? Anyway, here it is. Woody Woodpecker, the movie. Here goes nothing.
Remember me?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. You're not camping. You're moving in. This ought to be fun. Game on. Hiya, campers. What is that thing?
It's okay. I met him in the forest.
Is she Mrs. Meanie? And is that guy Dapper Denver Dooley?
Feeling lucky today, punk? Smile.
That's the flying demon right there.
You're speaking my language. Birds and the bees. Oh, they did that to a couple of bullies.
Hello, boys. Guess who? How about some of this? What the? I do all my own stunts.
That's only one funny line there.
Here's Woody.
Poop joke.
I wonder how this thing works.
Oh boy.
That's how you do things the Woody way.
Woody Woodpecker on DVD and digital February 6th.
Yeah, drive him to a nervous breakdown. You know, not all classics are good. In the words of Chris Rowdy C. Moore, you know, the guy from TV Trash, right? He says not all classics are good. And this cartoon, all he ever does is drive people to a nervous breakdown. Now, let me talk about the movie. It's actually a Brazilian movie. It was redubbed in English. It was dubbed in English, but the Brazilian movie is called Pico Pau, because in Brazil, Woody Woodpecker is called Pico Pau. And in Spanish, he's called Pájaro Loco, which means crazy bird. And while the movie is Brazilian, it's shot in Canada. And it's about this family that moves in, and the guy who moves in, his name is Lance Walters. A nice tribute to Walter Lance. and it's like and I found out this whole picture is a remake of Furry Vengeance. No, I'm serious. Have you seen Furry Vengeance? Have you watched the trailer? It stars Brendan Fraser. It's made by Disney, and it's about these people moving in and wants to make a big change to the environment, and all the animals get revenge on Brendan Fraser. And they're like copying it. It's like a Brazilian remake of Furry Vengeance, except one animal is doing all the dirty work than a bunch of animals. And let's talk about the characters. First of all, the guy there, Lance Walters, I know what to say, but I'm calling him Dapper Denver Dooley, because hey, he looks so dapper and handsome as if he got a makeover. And this lady here, I'll just call her Mrs. Meanie. Yeah, because she's all stuck up, rich, and mean-spirited, yeah. And the kid, I'll just call him Relatable Issues Kid, because in the movie, from what I heard online, he had like his parents are divorced, and now he's like living with this stuck up and the father of the boy is going with his stuck-up girlfriend, and they're going to move into the house, and Woody doesn't take too nicely to strangers who move into his environment. And my gosh, there's one scene where he tortures bullies. That's nice. It's like, no bullying here, anti-bullying stuff, etc. And Birds and the Bees, a sex joke. Poop jokes, hey, modern audiences. Playing his theme song in a rock and roll fashion, modern audiences. I'm like, my gosh, take it from me that you won't find Wally Walrus, Charlie Berry, Inspector Willoughby, and Chilly Willy in this movie. You won't find Buzz Buzzard there. But the closest you can find to Dapper Denver Dooley and Mrs. Meany are Lance Walters and his girlfriend. Oh. Yeah, you know how in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2 they called people, there's like these two monsters called Toka and Rizar? Yeah. Here, other people refer to them as Bebop and Rocksteady, because when they saw those two monsters, Bebop and Rocksteady came to mind. We didn't get our live-action Bebop and Rocksteady until 2016. So, yeah. And this completely deviates from the main source. It's like a pro-environmental film. I mean, just look at Robert Altman's Popeye. It follows the main source. It pays tribute to the cartoon. It knows its audiences. Even though it's, I don't think people thought it deviated from the cartoons they're familiar with, but no. It's strongly based on the comics. Robert Altman's Popeye. So yeah. Alex Zamm, who directed this movie, Woody Woodpecker, it's pretty bad. And if you get the DVD after the movie, just to stretch the 90-minute time limit, there's like this classic cartoon from '56 called Niagara Fools. And it's like the DVD's way of saying, hey, did you enjoy this movie? No? Let me make it up to you by giving a bonus cartoon. And if you like it, you'll feel better. And if you don't like it, more salt to the open wound. And the reason why I said that, because it wasn't until I was 10 years old until I saw the cartoon Hook, Line, and Stinker, where Woody Woodpecker is like torturing this fisherman, and all he wants is a little peace and quiet, and he just tortures him till he like cries like a baby. Is it giving maturity and growing up a bad name or something? Like SpongeBob SquarePants? Oh, adults are grouches, adults are mean. Don't be mean, just pick on them. Maturity is bad. We give them a nervous breakdown. Yeah. Not all mature people are grouches. And like I said before, in the words of Rowdy C. Moore, not all classics are good. I mean, have you seen Tony Goldmark's video about Harry Potter? He talked about the pink lit building being the Walter Lantz building, and and he says how bad it was.
This is the Walter Lantz building, so of course it's intruding obnoxiously, and apparently they couldn't afford an invisibility cloak big enough for it. It's not a deal breaker or anything, but seeing such a drab normal office building right next to freaking Hogwarts does kinda take you out of the experience just a smidge. Obnoxiously.
Yeah, because all what Woody ever does is drive people to nervous breakdown. First, he was a complete psychopath. Just look at the Barber of Seville cartoon. Then, he was a bland hero type. Look at Under the Counter Spy. And post-1956 onwards, he's a complete, all-out bully. A bully with a capital B. And these cartoons, these Woody Woodpecker cartoons, ran from 1940 to 1972. They should have stopped in 1968. I mean, instead of like torturing people and giving maturity and growing up a bad name, there's a sea of things to parody. Just look. Ooh. You see, it's called imagination, thinking outside the box. I never harmed anyone to do that. So, yeah. If Tom and Jerry meets Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory is at 2017, then Woody Woodpecker the movie is at 2018. Don't watch it if you want to save your sanity, because this movie, like the classic shorts, they're anger-inducing. Even the classic shorts of post 55, 56, 57 to 72, they're anger-inducing. So, before Fred Figglehorn, before the Annoying Orange, before Caillou, before SpongeBob SquarePants, there was Woody Woodpecker. Take it from me. It just holds a test of time on being awful. Yeah, look at Looney Tunes. While it holds a test of time on being good, people had good memories about it. But Woody Woodpecker and other Walter Lantz cartoons, people had unpleasant memories about them. Unimaginative and bland and dull and anger-inducing. Have you heard of spoofing popular culture? Don't make me play that list again. So, do you agree or disagree with me and my opinions? Do you have any bad memories about Woody Woodpecker and other Walter Lantz cartoons? Well, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. So, this is Matthew B. Lamont saying, hey, what's this over there?
What will Matthew react to next? Is it another anger-inducing trailer? Or something that's a throwback to our childhood? Find out soon.